Freebies! I am on my way to my very first nursing job. Nursing job. What? It is unrealistic. It is unreal that I am actually a freaking nurse, that I even like got through nursing school. I thought that was gonna be like my entire life, for my entire life. But I made it, I got through it, and now I'm a nurse, and I am on my way to my very first nursing job. So in my last video, y'all saw that like I got my job in the ED back, but I didn't tell you guys about this other job that I got. That I had an interview for, I would say like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it's not in a hospital. And it is in an outpatient setting. It is not even in a clinic. It is private duty nursing. So I'm going to be doing private duty nursing PRN. And honestly, I just went for this interview before they even sent me my offer letter. And I was like, let me just try other routes and see like what happens. And it happened, and now it's happening. So I decided to go PRN because I was like, this would be so good for me to just like do on the side outside of residency when I have time, and I can pick up shifts however many I want. I think I have to work at least once or twice throughout the month, but like I can pick up as many shifts as I need if I want to work extra. And yeah, so I was really excited to finally make this video because I'm starting my first job as a nurse, and it's so bittersweet, y'all. It is so bittersweet. So that's where I'm going right now. I am headed to work, my first nursing job. Today we're just doing like an orientation. It's just like orientation type of day. I guess they said it was gonna be all day long, so I'm gonna be there from 8:45 till I'm not necessarily sure what time, but we'll see when we get there. But I'm just really excited because ever since getting my like RN license, I've just been ready to hit the ground running and like start working and start, you know, getting things going to reach my end goal. Like RN was not always my end goal, and so like I'm just ready to reach that end goal and like enjoy my life before I reach the age of 30. And that is my goal, and I'm gonna make it happen. Go in, I sat in a room, they put it online, and it was like an online training because they have like they have different locations throughout the nation, and it was just one big online training, and the trainer was going really fast. We were going over a lot of material, but I'm about to go grab some food, and I'm gonna tell y'all more about it because I have until 1 o'clock, so I just want to make sure all of my time is used wisely before I have to be back. Thank you. Thanks. You too. Alright, so I have a few minutes before I have to go back in. I'm just gonna like quickly go over this stuff that we were studying. Such a nice day today, honestly. So here's the things that we went over. We went over like respiratory assessments, how to do a simple respiratory assessment. You're gonna listen to respiratory sounds, know the difference between normal bronchi crackle, stridor, and wheezing. How to know like the signs and symptoms of respiratory distress, increased heart rate, increased respiratory rate, increased work of breathing, stuff like that. Late signs of respiratory distress is like decreased everything, like your heart rate is going down, cyanotic, all that stuff. The different oxygen concentration, so you have like an oxygen concentrator. An oxygen concentrator, which is an alternate delivery system. And it doesn't run on a battery. It's like a big machine or something like that, and it like concentrates the urine. I mean, not the urine, concentrates the oxygen from like the environment and pulls it and does whatever it needs to do. An oxygen cylinder, and you need to check like the oxygen levels every 2 hours. Don't transport it in a trunk. Don't carry it from like the little specific, there's like a specific way that you need to carry it. The liquid oxygen delivery system is like, it warms the O2, and then you never want to touch the liquid oxygen because it's like really cold. And like how to change a tank, so you're going to tighten the screw, attach the O2 adapter, open the cylinder, and then obviously set the amount of liters of oxygen that the patient is getting based on the orders. Always check the oxygen at the start of each shift. Document the system, the flow rate, the amount of oxygen, all that stuff, documentation. We went over inhaled medications. So obviously like respiratory disorders, they use obviously inhaled medications such as like meter dose inhalers, MDIs, bronchodilators, saline, mucolytics, all that stuff. We went over how to use nebulizers, how to set that up, putting the medication in like the little chamber, and like using the face mask for the pediatric patients. How to use a pulse oximeter, how to check it. I already know how to do that. What to do if the parameters go, if the pulse oximetry goes below the orders, and what you do like in regards of notifying the doctor. How to suction, and I don't know why I was like afraid of like the suctioning thing, but I feel like this is so simple. It's not the same as like trach suction. It's just like normally suctioning a patient either orally or nasally. So like with the oral, you're just going to suction along the gum line until like it's all gone, and then nasally you're just going to insert it without the suction. Don't like push it past more than it will go, and then you intermittently suction on the way out, and keep doing it. If they have an oxygen mask, replace the oxygen like every 20 to 30 seconds. The feeding tubes is the one that scares me. Y'all know that I just have not been it with GI stuff, even like when it came to GI for the NCLEX and GI in real life. Obviously like feeding tubes, GI tubes, like they're just not my thing. So they went over like how to change a GI. I didn't even know you can change those little tubes. Like I didn't think it was possible. I just thought like you had to go back to surgery. No. So like the people who have like chronic conditions and they have like G buttons and stuff like that, you can change those, and the ones that have like the balloons, I think, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a low profile something NG balloon or something, I don't know. Pretty much they taught us how to like clean the skin around it, how to replace it, how to aspirate the fluid, ensure that there are 4 mils in it, replace the fluid based on the doctor's orders and changing them, and all that stuff. So pretty much all that stuff. The enteral feeds, how to do like different intermittent feeds, how to do bolus feeds, ensure that the bed is like raised up 30 to 40 degrees, just because you don't want your patient to aspirate when they're on those tubes or on those feeds. CPR, obviously how to administer CPR. Like sometimes we forget, but it's like simple things. Obviously start within 10 seconds of cardiac arrest at a rate of 100 to 120 per minute. For pediatric, 15 to 2. For adults, 30 to 2. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm good. So I'm gonna go back in. Hopefully I can get some footage of like the things that we're doing, but we're not allowed to be on our phones like when we're with our patients and stuff like that. But since we're just training today, hopefully I can get some footage of like the training and stuff I'm gonna do, about to go do. But if not, I will just catch up with you guys afterwards and let you know how it goes. But so far it's been a really good day. So far it's been really easy, chill, and I can't believe I'm about to be working as a nurse, y'all. Like this is crazy. Like this is actually really, really crazy. So anyway, I'm so excited. Can't wait to let you guys know how it goes. I will catch up with you all later. That's the cutest ginger. That's the cutest ginger. Yes, please. Actually, no, we don't need one. Ginger. Say hi. Say hi, Ginger. Ooh. We're gonna race. He said he's gonna beat me.
I'm gonna beat you like a turtle. Yeah.
Look, turtles are slow. Ready, set, go. Another little haul. Okay, so today, actually starting yesterday, I didn't finish So today I did another haul. Y'all know last week I went to Walmart and just wasted my money, and today I went to Mellitus Closet and wasted a lot of my money. But I want to show y'all what I got, and I think all this stuff is so cute. So I went to Mellitus Closet and I found this sweater. I thought that this was so cute with the brown letters. So that's my little haul for today. So I actually wanted to show you guys like all the stuff that I got for my orientation tomorrow. I mean, yesterday as a new grad nurse, like literally yesterday after I left. Well, actually I didn't finish recording because after I had my little lunch break, y'all know that I had to do like my skills check and stuff like that. So before we did the skills check, we went ahead and went over like all of the documenting and all of the charting on the iPads. So pretty much we have to check in like every time we go to a patient house. Every patient home has the iPad on it. And so we just get on the iPad and we do all of our charting via their system on that. And it is a lot, y'all. Like it is a lot of charting. And I was like, bro, I don't know, like I'm gonna need you to repeat all of that slowly. Honestly, it was like a lot of stuff, and I was like, bro, y'all need to slow down. Like I'm brand new at this. I'm brand new, like brand spanking new, just graduated like yesterday, and y'all are going really fast. So we spent like almost an hour and a half going over charting because it was 8 pages long. Y'all know, like if you work in the hospital, even as a tech, y'all chart and stuff like that. But y'all know, even in nursing school, if you've been in clinicals and you have to do charting, like there is a lot to chart, like all the systems and stuff like that. So it was just a lot of stuff. And then the nurse was like, there's a plan of care, and it gives you like pretty much the parameters for like every single system of the patient. So say if the patient has wound care, like it'll give you like the wound care instructions and the plan of care. Say if they have like, say if they're a respiratory patient and they've got a chronic respiratory condition and their regular O2 sat is like steady at like a 93 or steady at like a 94 or whatever. The parameters will say like call physician if SaO2 is less than 88 or whatever the case is. So it gives all the parameters on the plan of care. And the nurse was like, you have to check the plan of care every time you go to work because sometimes it gets updated and it'll change. And you have to like match some of the stuff on the plan of care and put it on the charting and like all that stuff on the iPad. And so it was just like, long story short, it was just like a lot of freaking stuff. And she was like, some of the patients have a lot of medications and like a lot of this is that and the third, and like she showed me how to use the MAR on the iPad, and it was just a lot. And I was like, oh my god. And she was even giving me like examples of like, she was like, I have one ICU nurse that like, you know, she was like, oh my god, I worked in ICU, constantly saying ICU, but like let her patient like pretty much crash because she didn't recognize like the signs and symptoms of like respiratory distress or something, and like she let it get too far or whatever the case was. And I was like, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for telling me this. Thank you for telling me, miss. The new grad nurse who knows how to do nothing, who graduated yesterday. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Thank you. I'm gonna leave. It was like a lot, but I'm also the type of person who's like not afraid to ask questions and stuff. And she was like, I'm definitely the type of person who like loves teaching. Like, I was like, that's perfect because baby boo, listen, I'm about to ask all those questions again and again. So that was good. And then after I met with her, I had to do my skills section, which like it definitely wasn't hard, which I thought it was gonna be like a big thing. And y'all saw me in my car trying to like go over the notes really quickly and just like review them like quickly in my head, but like it wasn't like that at all. She's like, it's not a skills check, it's not like you're not gonna get hired or you're gonna get like fired from the job after you've done this whole orientation. She's like, we're just teaching you the skills and like reinforcing the skills if you don't know how to do them and stuff like that. So we pretty much just went over like G buttons and how to change the G buttons, how to aspirate and inflate the balloons to make sure the right amount is in it. She's like, there's usually around 4 to 5 cc's, usually 5 depending on the package, and then usually it can be 4 depending on like the doctor's orders or whatever like that. So she showed me how to do that. She also showed me how to change the G button, and you know, it's just like a clean procedure. So she's like, have all this stuff ready, have the lube ready, make sure the balloon will inflate, change the button, inflate it, how to feed them through the tubes and all that stuff, and how to use tube feeds and the rate at which they usually go depending on the parameters, how to set them up, how to turn them down, how to make sure they don't aspirate, obviously set the patient up so they don't aspirate and things like that. Went over like assessing our patients again after doing all those interventions, and it was just like a lot of stuff.
Hey, cheese!
Cheese! The Bellaluca!
I knew it.
So today is football Sunday. Shaz had a football game today, and now I'm gonna go watch some more football. And yeah, I got a couple things to do today after watching football. I need to finish that study guide for y'all. I'm gonna have the next 3 subjects on there, and then I'm going to finish editing a video. But that's about it.